You're listening to a Bay of Islands Radio original podcast.
Incoming transmission.
Beam aboard for another episode of Sunday Night Geek, live from the Bay of Islands radio studio in Warnimuk, Newfoundland. Find us online at boir.ca and by subspace transmission 100.1 FM or on Rogers Channel 9. Join our hosts, Angel Sky Cosplay, Sean the Tech Ninja, and the Big Dirty Nerd as they travel through time and space, review all the nerd news this week, talk about things nobody ever talks about, and answers questions no one asked. Hello and welcome to a new episode of Sunday Night Geek. I am the Big Dirty Nerd, Jeff. We have... Where's he got? Oh, there.
He's looking for more treats.
You're not getting any more treats. Not right now. Mom got treats for you later. Toby.
Toby, the Wonder Dog.
And Angel Sky. Mm-hmm. And Sean.
Hi. Yeah.
He's just sitting there like a good boy. He's like, give me more treats, please.
He got to go Canadian Tire and Pet Valley today and got to go all around the shop, and everyone was like complimenting on him his hat.
And yesterday we were up to the dog park and we were playing. And Mom was like a stupid person, forgot his ball. I know.
But he has no balls anymore.
No. His little orange ball that he plays with.
If you're watching on Rogers right now, I'm getting mauled by a dog. That's just as
lovingly mauled by a dog.
I got slobbers all over my face, but that's okay.
Slavers.
Hey,
yeah,
buddy.
but we left his little orange ball up there. But I posted in Pasadena group today, and someone found it and put it up on the poop bag stand.
Poop bag stand.
Yeah.
They have a stand.
I was like, I don't mind that they play with it while before we get up there next. It's just I'd rather not lose it.
Yeah, but I hate to say it probably won't be there.
It might be.
It might be. You never know.
It's a nicer crowd.
There is a toy up there. It's a little twirly, frisbee time and toy. It's got like these little 3 strands on it. It's been there for a whole year.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah, because Toby used to take it and run around with it and play with it and try to get the other dogs to chase it. And I noticed yesterday when we were up there, it is still up there.
Oh wow.
So it is possible.
Okay, so maybe and if these people know you, if they're familiar with who you are and stuff, they might be like, that's...
Yeah, there's
totally
kind of like a group of people. There's other people that go there, but there's like a group of people that go there regularly.
Oh, okay.
So
you're regulars.
Yeah, we're semi-regulars.
You're kind of like when Norm walks in the bar and everybody goes, Norm, except in your case it's Toby.
Yeah, people recognize Toby when he comes.
Yeah, they don't care about you guys.
No, they don't.
That's usually the way it is in a dog park, though. They don't they're not there for you. They're there for the dogs. Yeah, so I had an adventurous Friday. I went axe throwing.
Yeah, you did. You were saying,
a whole lot of fun over at Odin's Axe just up the road here. Guys, we gotta go.
Right.
We gotta go. What a laugh I had. What so much fun.
Sure.
Felt totally like Thor, like Fat Thor, obviously, because, look at me.
Yeah, now.
But slinging those axes down that range, man, it was so much fun.
I definitely wouldn't mind unwinding with a couple of drinks.
Yeah. And that's exactly what we did after work. A couple of guys from the office went down and threw axes and had a beer each and took it out. It was an hour, but like out of the 4 of us, only 2 knew what they were doing. So we were taking our turns really slow and stuff like that. But by the end of it, we were like, all right, lightning round. Whoosh, 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 axes go. And let me tell you, when that axe hits that wall with that thunk, you're like, oh yeah. What a good sound that is.
Oh, my.
Oh, yeah. So it was a lot of fun. But when the axe bounces back at you, holy shit, get out of the way. Because it's like, it tries to eat you. Look at him. He hears the rapper and he's just like, gimme.
Yeah, it's like every dog. He's like, food.
Food. I will have some food now, please, human.
You have candy? I like candy, too.
I like candy, too.
The one thing about Halloween leftovers.
Yep. You guys can't have very much left over from Halloween now.
Just
rockets.
No.
Just rockets. Okay.
Just a few rockets and a few little, candy things.
Just some American small
Just
cheese.
enough to, eat.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Look at him. He's like, why am I not getting treats, please and thank you?
So I'll lick your arm for one.
Yeah, dude. That is not a candy rocket.
He has this thing. I don't know. We were saying today, I don't know if it was because he's been around cats all his life, but he licks, people a lot.
Okay. So let's kind of get into it because, of course, we went and saw Eternals on Friday night. But before we get into Eternals, I want to backtrack to talking about Star Trek Prodigy a little bit. You guys watched part of the first episode?
Like about 10 minutes.
Like about 10 minutes?
If I remember
where
that
they find
much.
the ship.
Okay, so I've now watched 2 episodes, and nope. Not for me. But that's okay, because it never was designed for us. It was designed for children.
Yes.
It's meant to be the gateway Star Trek.
It's the gateway Star Trek. That's exactly what it is. It's for the next. It's for the next generation of Star Trek fans. In that respect, I think it's going to do very, very well. It's kind of nice that they brought Kate Mulgrew back as Captain Janeway, even though she's a hologram in the show, to make that kind of transition for the old fans, for the new fans, to the new fans, or something. You know what I'm trying to say? Transition. And it's kind of neat watching hologram Janeway drink coffee. That was kind of weird. Like, why would hologram? Anyway, but no, definitely visually, the show is stunning. It looks so good, and the artistic work behind the show itself is beautiful.
I did like
not
that.
for me. Very nice, very nice. And the Protostar is a very nice looking ship. Definitely no, not for me. So I'm going to do a hard pass on the rest of the season, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's it. I'm done with Star Trek Prodigy, even though I'm a huge Star Trek buff.
Did you see the stuff for Flash coming up?
Yeah, for
It's going to be a big crossover, including...
but is it a crossover, or is it all contained in the Flash series? I thought it was all contained in the Flash series.
Batwoman and everything slated to be there. So is Black Lightning.
That's what I mean. Like, but is it contained in the Flash series with all these characters?
That's what I'm wondering. I think part of it is. I don't think it all is, and I don't think all the shows are, because I don't think Legends is.
No, I don't think Legends is either. But the impression I got from what I've seen online and from what the commercials I've seen on YouTube and stuff, it's all contained in the Flash series with all the characters coming to that show. Okay. Like Black Lightning and Batwoman and all those other characters. And so I guess we'll have to wait and see. That starts when? This week?
This week coming, yep.
This week coming, yeah. Okay, so hopefully they kick off the Flash in a better sense than what they left the last season. Because the last season was awful.
Poo.
Awful. And Flash gets a new costume. Flash gets a new
Yay.
costume, so like he hasn't had one of those before.
I guess one every season.
Every season?
Just about.
Okay. So technically now, I guess the Flash would be the longest running CW series because it's going into season 8. Is that correct?
It's not the longest. It's longest currently on the air.
Longest currently on the air. Yeah.
Because say Arrow still.
Arrow made what, 8 seasons or 9 seasons?
Supernatural did 13.
Yeah.
I'm not counting Supernatural
The
because
DC
they're not
stuff?
the DC stuff.
Oh, it's
yeah.
DC stuff.
Oh, now if we're counting Supernatural, hands down.
Arrow, was
I
7
do
or 8.
believe.
7 or 8? Okay. So anyway, hopefully they'll do this season right and make up for the blunders and boo-boos of last season.
I did see a promotional poster there. Ray's even there.
Ray is there. Yeah. Yeah. So, that's kind
very
of
much a Justice League-y kind of thing.
very much. And I think we actually see the Justice League headquarters again, don't we?
There's 8.
8 of Arrow? Okay. So yeah. So look, I'm kind of looking forward to it, but I'll be giving up on it quickly if they don't do it justice. Haha. Turner
They make
Fraser.
it dumb like it was before.
Yeah. Yeah. And this is based on the Armageddon storyline, right? Is that the idea?
I think so.
Yeah, I think it is too. So maybe we'll get to see who was the bad guy for Armageddon.
Monarch.
Was it Monarch?
It was Monarch, yeah.
Monarch, yes, right, because it turned out to be Hawk.
Hawk. And they had to go with Hawk because it was spoiled. So
Spoiled.
they leaked because it was supposed to be Captain Atom.
That's right, yeah.
But later on, Captain Atom has been Monarch.
Right. So, so I hope they go that direction because Monarch has got such a nice look, the character. So I'm hoping they go and show us
You have to
what
do
Monarch
something
will
for
be.
me, Jeff.
What's that?
You have to change that calendar.
Yeah, I noticed that earlier. I'll be changing that before we leave. In fact, you know what? I'm going to do it right now.
Yeah, you have to change it. It says October still.
What is a cute tiger kitty?
It is. It's a lion. It's a lion cub.
Lion cub.
Yeah. What's in November?
Ooh, kitties!
There you go. That's kitties now.
Okay, there we go.
There we go. I looked over, and every time I look over, it's like October. I'm like, no, it's not October anymore, guys.
And not only is it not October anymore, we got rid of daylight savings time today.
Yeah.
So it was dark at like 2 o'clock this afternoon.
We napped.
Sorry, buddy. Almost.
We napped.
We had a nap.
We
were
ran out
like,
for a couple things. We had lunch and napped.
I've had such a busy week. Yeah, okay. Why are you licking my face? Is it my beard balm you like?
he says, I must check what you have for supper.
Lasagna. Oh, God. It's all sloppy. Toby? My plan today was to do nothing, and I turned out doing everything. So I was like, oh, I'm pissed off a little bit.
Opposite of me.
Opposite of you. Your plan was to do everything, you did nothing?
Yeah.
Yeah, I really need a weekend of doing nothing. Or a day of doing nothing. Maybe I'll get it this week. I'm taking Friday off, so.
Oh, I have Friday off too.
Do you?
I do. I have
Not
Thursday,
I.
Friday off.
Yeah.
Because, well, Thursday, of course, is Remembrance Day.
Remembrance Day, so everybody
coming
take a moment to
Yeah.
remember our fallen
Yeah,
soldiers and
Thursday,
our current soldiers.
we're going to be closed, so
Yeah,
we have
obviously,
it off.
yeah.
So I expect Wednesday at my work will be really busy.
Yeah. Oh, God, yeah.
But, yeah, they gave me Friday off. So.
Oh, nice. But not.
But then I got to work the weekend.
Yeah, I got to work the weekend. Yeah. Yeah, I took Friday off to give myself an extra long weekend, 4 days.
I don't want you sticking your noses in places because
Yeah, like my butt.
No, I'm just thinking there could be like traps or something, right?
Oh, there could be, yeah.
Yeah, I don't want him to like.
Because this is an older building.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't want him to find
He's having
anything
some
that's
sniff
like
for your chair. Oh, look at him
having
go.
pest control. Stuff.
Sniffy, sniffy.
Oh, season finale started. Or
Was it this week?
Yes, it
Oh,
was.
I haven't watched it yet. Okay. I was trying to get caught up on Doom Patrol, and I failed.
Oh.
I failed. I got like 2 episodes in, and significant other came home, and she's like, I'm not watching this. I want to watch YouTube car crashes, and turned it off on me. So,
Oh, nice. Okay.
yeah. But that's all right. She had a long day, so I didn't mind. I was like,
Okay.
go ahead. You watch your car crashes. Yeah, I'll cook supper.
Hi.
Yeah.
In your air fryer?
No. What did I make? Oh, last night it was just Thunder Crunch burgers, chicken burgers. That's all. Nothing serious last night.
I was just wondering.
No,
'Cause
not my air fryer.
we've been using our
Yeah.
air fryer.
Isn't it neat? How big is yours again?
1.6 liter.
So that's fairly big, right?
I did.
No, it's one of the smaller ones.
Oh, okay.
I did a well, it's not really bacon because it's not done like it's just fresh like pork belly.
Yep.
I roasted one there that I had marinating overnight, and it had like the skin on it, so I scored it, so it was all crackly on top.
Nice. That sounds delicious.
And I sliced it up and I served it with cheese ramen.
Cheese ramen.
Yeah,
cream
we got
cheese
it. We found
ramen.
it. We found it to the Coleman.
And I threw some broccoli in with it as I was cooking the cheese ramen.
Nice. That sounds delicious. See, I got to get used to doing stuff like that. Like right now, it's like, what do you want in an air fryer? French fries, chicken wings.
I did potatoes in it one night. I rolled them around like
The little tiny
potatoes.
ones?
Oh yeah.
I rolled them around in like oil with like salt and pepper, rosemary, and
Yeah.
garlic and that, and just threw them
That
in.
sounds delicious.
And just shake them every few minutes, right?
yeah,
It was
yeah, 'cause all
really
you
good.
gotta
They
do.
got a really nice skin on them, and you can just smash them, and they're all creamy inside.
I did the first week we had it. I did a moose roast in it. Cut up the onions and stuff and put it in
Yeah.
the moose roast. It was good, but I put it in for too long, so it was a little dry. So,
yeah.
but I'll give it a shot again. Give it a try.
We were looking at
I'm used to one, so
ooh, suddenly I got like much more sound. Oh, and it's gone again. Is it you? I wonder. I don't know. Oh my, back up again.
Oh.
Holy moly!
You're in my head.
Holy moly!
Holy
okay,
moly.
So
anyway,
we were watching YouTube videos today
Yep.
about air fryers,
okay.
and the guy did pizza rolls. They're like cinnamon rolls, but they're made with like pizza stuff.
yeah.
Ooh, that
They
sounds
look
good.
They look really good.
Okay, have to
He
give
was
that a
doing
try.
like deep dish pizza and everything in that, and my God, what was the other thing he made in it? Oh, he made like churros and so. One of the first things he did was churros. You can make churros.
You can do a lot of stuff with the air fryer.
Yeah.
A lot of stuff. With the
Anyway, let's get off air fryer.
yeah, let's get off air
back to-
fryers and food.
Let's get back to the Eternal.
Yeah,
movie
so
that we saw.
we're going to be gabbing on about the Eternals here probably for the next, I don't know, 15, 20 minutes or so. So if you haven't seen this movie yet, this
don't
is
want
going to be
spoilers.
spoilers. This is going to be spoilery. So if you
So-
don't want to hear it, shut off now. Come
wait,
back
wait.
in about 15, 20 minutes.
Before we tell them to shut off,
Yeah.
I want to know what is your rating of it? Without spoiling, what is your rating?
I'm going to give it about a 7.5.
I would say 6.5 or
6.5.
7.
Okay, so we're in the ballpark. Sean, what's yours?
Yeah.
We're in the ballpark. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So let's break that down now. So we're going to get spoilery now. So if you don't want to be spoiled for this movie, pop
Let's
off
see,
for
it
15 minutes or
is-
so.
It is 7:46, so we'll be back here at like say 5 after 8.
5 after 8. Yeah.
Okay.
So there you go.
There you go. Okay, you've been warned.
You have been warned.
Yeah.
All right, so this movie is the one of the Phase 4 project movies. I think it was the jumping off point for Phase 4, which is going to be leaning more towards the cosmic side of the MCU. I thought it was well done.
Yeah.
They introduced the Celestials as the creator gods of the Marvel Universe. They introduced the Eternals and the Deviants. They introduced all these characters, where they fit into the MCU timeline. So this movie takes place after everybody's returned after Thanos' snap. So we know exactly where they fit in the timeline. We know where they were when the Infinity Gauntlet War thing was going
And apparently, if the snap had not happened, it would have happened sooner.
It would have happened sooner, yeah. What was going on in this movie?
The emergence.
Which I think was touched on in the comics at one point as well.
Deviant War or something like that.
Yeah.
I got some. It was in the mid '80s, because. Oh no, it was a later on thing because one of the Deviants tried to possess that Celestial because ended up differently for that Celestial in the comics.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, because in the comics, I believe that's called Tiamat is the sleeping
Sleeper,
the sleeper, sleeping Celestial, not the turned marble in the middle of the Pacific Ocean Celestial, which was kind of interesting to see. So
Turned into crystal, apparently.
is it crystal? Oh, okay. It looked the marble. Looked like marble.
Marble is crystalline, actually.
Oh, true enough. Yeah.
Yeah, it turned into crystal. I looked it up after.
Okay, so that's interesting to note. Okay. One of the things I really liked about this movie was Circe. Circe actually becomes, in the MCU, an Avenger, and not just an Avenger, but a leader of the Avengers, the leader of the Avengers at one point. So we get to see her, we get to see her powers and how they evolved during this movie. Because
Which
at
they
one
never
point,
really explain.
they never really explained that, no, did they? No, it was kind of like she had just tapped into
It's
the
like,
earth.
it's like
and-
I
oh wait,
think-
suddenly she can make a tree.
yeah.
Okay, so I think maybe like what's her name? The Salma Hayek's character.
Ajax.
Ajax, yeah. I think because Ajax had possession of the sphere, she had a power boost, and I think that's why.
Yeah, it could be.
Well, it could be.
I think Cersei
Yep.
received a power boost when she received that as well, right?
Yep.
Where her stuff like she can make small things, into water and stuff like that. But this was she just on impulse turned that deviant into a tree.
Yeah, like she said at one point in the movie, I turned a rock into water, I turned a rock into glass, I turned a rock. Like, it was all small stuff, right?
Her powers before didn't work on sentient life.
No, that's right. It did not. Yeah, it did not work on anything organic.
My biggest reason for giving it a 7,
Okay, let's hear it.
6.5, 7, is the deviants.
Let's hear it.
Okay, because when the deviant that evolved, as it were, right? It was like it started when it went to the point where it started talking. I thought, ooh, they're gonna find out like they're on the same side and do like a team up kind of thing. And then nothing ever came of it.
No, you're right.
And then I was like, oh, that's very disappointing. They
But-
set it, but they set it all up for, this deviant to be like the big bad guy. And then nothing ever came of it. And
Yeah.
I'm like,
There were a lot of dangling threads at the end of this movie, like we're just hanging out there. That I'm kind of hoping that they follow up. Not necessarily
It
in
was-
Eternals 2, if there's going to be one, but
it was like
in the rest of the MCU.
they might have had a plot at one point for it,
Yeah.
and they just didn't have time for
And
it,
just
so
didn't
they
have
just
time.
left it.
Yeah.
That was Bill Skarsgård as well, by the way.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, I didn't realize it was at the time, but yes. Yeah.
Because that would have been like, oh, it's like the enemy that you've been fighting all along is actually your ally,
Yeah.
and that you have to work with your ally in order to defeat the bigger threat.
Which would have been the Celestials.
Right.
Which would have been Ashima.
Right.
Ashima. What was his name?
Ashima, the judge. Or
The
something.
judge. That's right.
Anyway, that would have made much more sense to me.
Yeah.
And the enemy of my enemy is my friend,
Right.
kind of thing. And they never went there.
They
They
never-
just killed him. And I was like, you just, he didn't even get away. It's like he just died.
Yeah.
And it's like,
Oh.
oh,
What just happened?
okay,
Oh.
sure.
That was the one thing I guess they kind of played with a little bit, was the fact that the heroes were actually not the heroes of this movie.
No.
They were in place to do something quite devious.
Yeah.
The Eternals were, because they
Yeah.
were
Without
there
their knowing, though.
without
Well,
their knowing.
They were well, realistically they were heroes because they were saving humans from deviants. I mean, that was the whole point. But they didn't realize that the deviants were actually made to keep the population of Earth back.
Yeah.
Like they weren't as which was kind of odd too.
Well, what I thought it was.
This is made by.
What I thought it was Ashima had made the deviants to clear the planet of lower life forms.
Yes.
So humans could populate the planet, but then the deviants evolved and started hunting humans.
Yes, because what it was that they wanted the intelligent life forms to be the main species on the planet,
Right.
because then the intelligence life would feed the sleeping celestial.
Sleeping celestial. Right.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. So the Eternals were actually dropped on the planet to wipe out the deviants. But when they realized the reason why, they were like, oh. And not all of them went, oh, we got to stop this. They were kind of like...
They were a little bit split.
They were a little bit split, right? Like Icarus.
Yeah.
He was like, full on, no, I'm completing
Well,
my
he
mission.
knew about it longer before any of them.
True enough. But he had no, like, not until the very end did he suddenly go...
He didn't have... It was because the other ones that, like, especially Cersei, had a connection with the humankind.
Right, and he never.
And even the main missus,
Ajak?
yeah, she, after they thought the deviants were gone, she went out among humanity and spent time among them and realized, they're not like the other planets.
Yeah.
They're not like other people, and she didn't want to see them gone.
The humans reversed the snap. They reversed a universal event.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, in the Marvel comics, I keep wanting to say the MCU, but it's not because it's the Marvel comics.
In the comics.
Planet Earth is known as an anomaly in the universe because of as many heroes and superpower beings that come from the planet.
Yeah.
But that was kind of I kind of like the way they did that as well, like where the Eternals spent some time among humanity because it felt very Silver Surfer Galactus.
Yeah.
Because when Galactus came to destroy the planet in the comics, Sue Richards, geez, listen to me. Take my geek card now.
Okay.
Sue Richards convinced the Silver Surfer.
You don't have one.
I know. But Sue, why don't... Oh, right. Shut up, you. Sue Richards convinced the Silver Surfer to convince Galactus to not destroy the planet because humanity was so unique. Which is kind of the same thing that
Yes,
happened
kind of
here,
same
right?
thing here.
And for anybody who's losing track, she's still holding over my head that I didn't know who Leonardo was of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
That's true.
I don't blame
He
her.
lost his geek card then.
I did, yeah. I've been working hard to get it back. It hasn't happened yet.
No.
Okay. Anyway. Back to the Eternals.
But yeah, Icarus never ever had a connection with humans. He didn't like them. It was a job to him. And so that's why I don't think he saw it the same way as everybody else.
No, exactly.
And then when everybody was like, well, we don't want to do this, he's like, no, this is happening.
Yeah.
I like the little Bollywood number that we got to see.
The Bollywood
I knew
number
away,
was awesome.
Oh no, he's an actor. It's not just. I thought, okay, so he's going to make himself look like the hero. No, he's actually playing. What's his name?
Yeah.
Yeah, but he's just doing like a Bollywood version of him. I was like, that's actually pretty smart.
That was pretty cool. I got to say
and then
that
he
was
said
pretty
how
neat.
he laid out his lineage. It's air quotes his great grandfather was the first movie star in the lineage.
Yeah. Yeah, which I thought that was very well done. He covered his tracks very, very well on that. I like that. I like the way he did that.
And his valet was like Alfred.
Alfred.
They made several DC references in this
Very
movie.
many DC references. Like, so when we go and meet Fastos and his husband and their kid, the kid references Icarus as saying,
Superman.
"You're Superman." So
A comic book version, I would assume.
that's what I was thinking. Like, it's a
Yes.
comic book version of the character, not that the character exists
Yes.
in the MCU.
Yes.
Unless in the previous history, JLA Avengers already happened, because that is canon. In the comics, JLA Avengers is fully canon on both sides.
Yeah, I can
And they have
see
alluded
that.
that they've been open to the idea. So.
Yeah. I could possibly see that. Okay.
Apparently,
I'll
they're
give you
not
that one.
competing. See, people like, oh, you work for Marvel, you can't work for DC, etc. And they said, and even James Gunn said no, and they're actually all on good terms.
Yeah.
Until we actually confirm that they're talking about superhuman people, though, I would assume it means comic books.
Comic book.
Yeah. I mean, pop
It's like-
culture.
Yeah.
Well, realistically, you wouldn't have in their universe you wouldn't have like an Avengers comic book unless it was like about the actual Avengers.
Right.
So I would say it would be more like a comic book, like we have a comic book like of Superman.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. And of course, the character of Icarus, the way he's portrayed in this movie, is very much as a Superman style character.
Except he's not.
In the comics, a little bit different, but
Although he's not like invulnerable like Superman is.
no,
He can get hurt.
Yeah.
He because we've seen that like a couple times.
Yeah.
He has laser beams from his eyes, and he's really strong.
Yeah.
And he flies.
And he flies.
And I think that's it.
Yeah.
I don't think he has any other abilities. Because Superman has a crap ton of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Depending on what continuity you're
Lots.
referencing.
Doesn't matter. He still has
doesn't
lots.
matter. He still has lots of powers. Yeah.
Yeah, it was like him versus people like, oh, him versus what's his name, Omni-Man from what's it called, Invincible. It was like, oh, Superman wouldn't stand a chance. Oh no, Superman ripped him in half within 3 seconds.
He still has like X-ray vision and cold breath and invulnerability. Like he can bounce bullets off himself and
Super reflexes.
Yeah.
all this stuff. So
Extremely fast.
he's not quite the same.
And at one point, he had telekinesis, and he could throw his voice across the room.
Oh yeah,
This other garbage.
The Crisis called a lot of that.
Yeah, the Crisis called a lot of that garbage.
Yeah.
He basically, when Superman was first created, and Sean, I think you can back this up a little bit because you're the DC guy
They
here.
pulled stuff out of the air.
They pulled out stuff just to push the story along.
Apparently, it was mostly the radio show was doing that.
Oh, I
that's
believe
where
that.
Kryptonite came from. Was the radio show?
Oh, was it really? I did not know that.
They did it so they stuck Superman under it so they give the actor a week off.
Oh, okay. There was one scene in the movie, and you're talking about DC stuff now, and there was one scene in this movie that really caught my attention as a neat parallel to DC when we had Icarus, and Icarus was fighting Makari, who was the speedster,
Yeah.
Thena, who was basically the Wonder Woman
Yep.
character, and Fastos with all his gadgets and stuff, who was basically the Batman character.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I was like, that's pretty friggin' cool.
And we find out that that Angelina Jolie's character, she has a disease,
A disease, yeah.
as it were.
Yeah, kind of like, degenerative brain disease, basically.
Yeah,
And,
but it's not. It's because she never got wiped correctly.
right. So that was the other thing about this movie. So in this movie, the Eternals are actually machines. Very biological machines. Very advanced
Cosmic
androids.
synths.
Cosmic synths. That's probably
Yeah.
the best way to put it, yeah.
Yeah, they were made humans.
Yes. Yeah, created. So,
Created.
So yeah, and after each planet that they prepare for the Celestials, they get wiped so their memories don't continue
They
to build
wipe.
up and all
No,
that.
they take out their memories.
Take out their
and they
memories.
store them
Right. That's exactly right. That's
because they have like a vault.
yeah, that's what it looked like to me. It was like this giant vault of all the memories floating around. So, the World Forge is what it was
Because
called.
that's why they kidnap the 3 that are left at the end, and he takes them to study their memories.
Yes.
So
Yeah. Once again, a very Galactus move. You know, if the humans pass the litmus test, they get to survive. If not, he's going to come back and destroy them all.
So, post-credit seems like, and that as well, we seem like at the end of that and then the mid-credit and post-credit, we get 3 different directions that things are going in.
Yep.
So,
post credit.
First one? With
the
Pip,
first one.
With Pip the Troll and Star Fox?
Right?
that's definitely got to be Guardians of the Galaxy. They're
Oh,
like,
without a
the
doubt.
as soon as you hear the music, yeah, that's going to be Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah.
And then the second extra scene with the
The Black Knight.
Black Knight.
With the Black Knight and the Ebony Blade.
Who do you know who that guy is?
No idea.
Blade, apparently.
No.
Yep,
Yeah, apparently one of the directors confirmed that it was Blade.
What's his name? Ali, that plays Blade, that they just signed a Blade there a little while back.
Why?
Yeah.
Wow. So they're going to get into the vampire side of stuff?
I got a feeling Michael Morbius is an MCU film.
It could be.
Do you think?
Sony is starting to play a lot nicer with them to the point where they just put all their movie content over on Disney Plus. Sony's just throwing all their movie content
Venom's in the Spider-Man universe now.
over. Yeah. And a few of the people are picking up a
So-
few of the movie backgrounds in the newer trailer for Morbius. We watched Easter egg, I think.
Yeah.
And yeah, there's like Spider-Man and Traitor or whatever, stuff like that. But there's
Yeah.
also MCU references in there. So unless there's
Oh, I
unification.
did not know any of this.
Yep.
Yeah.
Apparently, apparently it's
more
Blade.
yeah. So I think Morbius is actually playing into because in the comics he and Blade teamed up because
Yep.
he's not a real vampire. He's a genetically engineered being. He's basically, was it a GMO?
Yeah, he's basically GMO. That's a good way to
He's
put it.
a
Yeah.
GMO that duplicates vampiric abilities.
Well, that was always his the whole idea behind
duplicated
Morbius.
vampires.
The whole idea behind Morbius when he was created was they couldn't use the term. He couldn't be dead.
Yeah.
And be the hero of the comic,
Yeah.
according to the Comics Code Authority. So they went, well, we're going to call him Morbius, the living vampire.
Yeah, and they used
Which
all
is basically, so
scientific stuff.
he's still alive, but
So-
he's just
But that's what I think they're going to work into
Yeah.
that.
very interesting.
So yeah.
So that was Blade.
Apparently.
He got signed this summer to play.
Yeah,
him?
yeah, yeah. What was his name again? Mashar Ali?
Rashad Ali. He's been in like most. What was that one with what's his name from Lord of the Rings? They just did that Oscar movie.
I
where
just,
he's driving-
I just found it kind of funny that the two Game of Thrones actors were like fighting over the same girl.
Oh, yeah.
'Cause they were brothers in Game of Thrones.
Right, so they were. Yeah.
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 Yeah, they were Stark brothers. John and
John.
Rob?
Yeah.
Rob Stark.
Rob
Was it Rob
Stark.
Stark?
King of the
Yeah.
North.
Yeah.
King of the North.
Yeah. Yeah, that's right. I forgot about that. Yeah.
And he put himself into the sun.
Yeah, so I wonder,
That
like,
was
is
kinda
he-
odd.
Is he dead?
I would guess so.
You would
Maybe.
think.
He's not that
Maybe.
durable, so he's threw himself into
But
the
it-
middle of a nuclear
But why would he
reactor.
do that?
But I mean, knowing now what we know about the Eternals, that they can, they're made human. They're made human. They're created human.
Yeah.
Can they create him again and
That's
put his
what I'm
memories in
wondering.
him?
That's what I'm wondering, right?
Could be.
Can Arishima or
Well, you've seen
do
the
that?
view of like the room full or whatever when they were doing.
Yeah,
the
there's a
whole-
room full of synths. Like it's not like one or two.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is also kind of ironic because the actress that plays Cersei actually did a show about living humans, like living
Yeah.
synths.
Yeah. So she did,
Yeah.
and this is not her first trip into the MCU.
No, she was in.
She was in Captain Marvel.
Yep.
Captain Marvel. Captain Marvel.
Yeah,
Yeah,
she was a Kree.
She was a Kree warrior. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So that's kind of neat.
They probably liked her so much they're like, well, let's find something else.
I think that's what it was. Actually, they wanted to put her in something else because
And they can probably get away with it too by saying, well, maybe about maybe she was modeled after. No, it can't be because that would come after.
Yeah.
It's true because they're like thousands and thousands of years old.
Yeah. They're like because they've been on Earth for 7,000 years.
Yeah. Yeah.
So is it this week or next week that Hawkeye starts?
Okay, so it's 5 after.
Oh, it's 5 after. Okay, so
Yeah.
we're done with our breakdown of the Eternals. We gave it a fairly good rating. It was a
It's-
good movie. Good
it-
movie. Enjoyable movie.
It's one of those movies that I would watch, but I probably wouldn't watch again.
Oh, I'd watch it again, just not in theater.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
Like I wouldn't go back in the theater and
no,
watch it. The
no.
visuals are very well done.
Yeah.
Gorgeous movie.
It's a beautiful movie.
And they actually do look like
it was,
Jack Kirby designed outfits and that.
It was really nice, and I liked a couple of the outfits. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah.
But would I go see it again in a movie theater? If someone said, "Hey, let's go see Eternals again," in the movie theater, I'd probably like, nah, not
I'll
really.
probably see it. I'll wait till it comes on Disney Plus.
Yeah,
Yeah, because it won't be long. It'll only be about 6 months. It'll be on Disney Plus. You got no worries.
Yeah.
With that.
Not even that, because I think next month a lot of them are already out. Like Venom's on Blu-ray December 14th.
Let There Be Carnage is on Blu-ray December. Oh, okay,
Yep.
so it'll be on Disney Plus shortly as well, or Netflix, one or the other.
I think Venom does go to Disney Plus because, like I said, Sony signed that agreement with them. So
Okay.
Sony's library is now on there.
Okay. So Hawkeye, yeah, when does that start? I don't know. I'm not even
Soon.
sure. It's very
I
soon.
think it's 19th, something like that.
That sounds familiar. The 19th. I know.
A week or two.
Oh, yes, it starts the same week as Ghostbusters Afterlife comes out. Because I remember thinking,
That's just what-
I'm going to watch I'm going to watch
I got my scene points fixed up, boys.
November 24th.
November 24th. Okay, so when does Ghostbusters Afterlife come out? Because I think it's all within the same few days.
I got the next round of movies, by the way.
Okay, I'll hold you to that.
No, 19th, week before.
Week before. Okay.
Yeah.
No, I didn't realize if I logged into the browser version of Scene or whatever, I could fix up there and through my Scotiabank. So
The we were watching trailers the other
Yeah.
night too
Okay.
for things coming, and unfortunately, The Matrix and Kingsman both release on the same weekend.
Oh, so we're going to get
I would say we're going to get The
The
Matrix,
Matrix.
oh yeah.
I think so as well.
But if
which means Kingsman is probably not going to be here, but it might be here not opening weekend anyway.
And I was saying too, if it's on a rental service over Christmas, Kingsman, and Daddy gets a 4K Fire Stick from Santa, I'll rent it in 4K if it's available. I'll pay $30 for a 4K rental of that and be like, Chief, come up now.
No.
Come show us.
I'm not. Yes, I will come up and join you, but I will not pay $30 for a rental.
No, I'd invite people over. It'd be my treat because it'd be like the Christmas movie you want to get. Remember when you were a kid, now and again, you get like that VHS for Christmas of a movie? But it was like, no?
No.
Oh my God. We used to get like VHS of like Christmas 89.
Jeff?
I got Batman.
Jeff, he has to realize that he was from a well-off family.
I wasn't from a well-off family.
You had the VCR. Like, we were allowed to touch those until we were teenagers.
Oh my God, no, yes. Holy crap.
My parents didn't know how to operate one. They made us operate.
We weren't allowed to touch the VCR until like much later.
But hang on, I just want to go back here for a second. So you're saying you got Batman 89 in 89?
Yeah, because it was a summer release. It was a summer release. It was out for rental for Christmas.
What? We didn't get that as a rental for like till like 1991 or something. Oh yeah, no man. Like I don't know. Maybe I don't know.
Because we watched it over Christmas because that's when all the merch and everything came out. Because the summer was when the movie was out.
Yep.
It came out there in May or June. No, it was out for Christmas.
I can remember, man. Like it wasn't until the late 90s before I started seeing movies that soon. Like in theater, and then 6 months later out on VHS.
Oh God, no! Sometimes was it the store back home? Was it? I remember one movie. Canix put out 3 weeks early. Was the Little Rascals? They got the shipment 3 weeks early, and they put them right on the shelf in clamshell cases. The Little Rascals movie from the 90s. Oh yeah, I didn't even see it. And Mom's like, "Oh, about the Little Rascals." It was like, I looked at the receipt. It was like $24, something like that.
Yeah, we never got like movies like that.
No.
The Canix was actually fairly cheap, and a lot of places sold previously viewed. So it was. Like we'd even
Although I did get,
but as far back as the 80s and 90s.
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah, and we even had Columbia House for a while.
Columbia House, okay, that's where we got a lot of our movies.
And the thing about Columbia House back then was stupid. Was you didn't mail back the card, they automatically billed you and sent you a movie.
Yeah,
those movies were $100 a piece.
We were allowed to have the Columbia House stuff.
No.
Oh,
we did.
No, our folks managed the Columbia House thing, but our aunt was supposed to check our mail. We were gone for a month on family vacation, and mail the card back for us, and she didn't. And so Mom and Dad came home to like $120. What? And it was Crocodile Dundee.
I can remember
Crocodile
that.
Dundee 2 was the movie.
Well, oh yeah. But I can remember that. I can remember when you got your movie. If you didn't mail it back, you mail back the card.
They sent you the movie.
They sent you the movie.
Yeah, we had Columbia House for like
$3
3-4 years because between the isolation back home and some places didn't quite have.
Well, maybe that's what I'm thinking. Maybe you got stuff earlier because of the isolation. Like, I don't know, but man, like Batman '89 did not show up on rental shelves here until like '91 or '92. It was a long, long time.
Jeez.
Long time.
That's weird.
You're gone.
Again. Oh, the amp. Anyway, but we'd even get those, like, what was it, those cartoon things of, the tapes of, like, the little cartoons, like, the half hour, like, what was it, public domain cartoons and stuff like that in your stocking.
No.
What kind of what kind of cartoons
like
were those?
Old, like, Tweety Bird cartoons.
Oh,
washed
yeah.
out looking ones.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were. It's coming back now.
Oh.
He said hello.
He's like, you stop petting me.
I'm sorry.
But no, Kingsman is going to be. If it's a rental, it's the Kingsman is going to be. I'm going to rent it, and especially if there's like a nice little can or two, something under the tree, I'm going to crack one open and watch it.
Yeah, but would you seriously rent something for $30?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
No.
If it's a good movie and a good time like Kingsman, yeah. But like not everything. Like Wonder Woman 1984, I didn't rent.
No, God, no. I wouldn't rewatch that anyway.
No, but there are certain movies that come out on rental. See, like Suicide Squad was on Amazon Prime. I would have paid $30.
Which one? Suicide Squad, the new one. Okay,
yeah, that was on Prime. Like all the DC movies in Canada, instead of them going to HBO Max, they go to usually like Prime and not the third parties for rental.
Yeah. But no, not a rental, man. I mean, you do you boo, but no, not me. I'll wait till that thing goes free, even if it's like 2 years later.
Yeah.
Well, see, usually I get gift cards for Christmas too, right?
Well, okay, there is that.
That's what I mean, right? Like usually I have them like thrown on the bank account or whatever by then.
Yeah. That's all right.
I'm gonna try to save up and see if Santa will leave a 3D printer for Christmas.
Holy Lord!
I refilled. I did the nerdy thing and fixed our printer. Refilled it. I had to drill open the.
They're getting a lot cheaper these days.
Oh, the 3D printers?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
They're like $200 on Prime.
Oh yeah, I know.
You can get a decent one for a pretty cheap price these days.
Well, they're becoming more and more popular, so of course companies are pumping money into them, and if they're making them cheap, people are buying them.
Yeah.
Cost effective. I don't like saying the word cheap because cheap sounds cheap.
Don't touch the puppy.
Oh no, God, no! Don't you wait? You stick that through your tongue or something, and then Angel Sky got mad at me.
No, I got our printer refilled. I saw online where apparently you drill out a certain spot, and that microphone's totally gone.
Yeah, it's totally gone. I thought that was getting replaced.
It's doing what I was doing before.
There we go. Now you're cutting in.
It roars in and out or whatever. There's definitely a cap going or something. But no, you drill at the top, and I had the refills already from my previous printer. Refilled them up.
Fill it up. It's way to go.
Oh, okay.
Throw some tape in the top. Although our printer, you can just buy the actual refillable cartridge kit for like $20 on.
Yeah.
That's the thing. Everything is so much more cost efficient. So
Oh my.
I'm going to use it for making decals, I think, and get that scratch build out of the way soon.
Mm-hmm.
Things are going to start getting snowy soon. I'm going to have all the outside stuff done, so I'm going to be inside doing more nerdy projects, hopefully.
Yeah. Well, that's what the winter's for, is for the nerdy stuff, man, for the projects that keep you in the house and keep you warm.
I vow by February to have a scratch built ship done of some kind.
Okay, I'm going to hold you to that. You just...
He's not gonna do it.
Everybody heard it, and I'm holding them to it. February. You got the end of February. I'll give you that long. But you got to have it done.
Yep.
And you got to bring it in here so we can show it to the people on Rogers.
Cool. You might have to if it goes the way I want it to go, you might have to turn the lights out for part of it.
Okay, cool. That's even more impressive.
Yeah, it's going to be about that big.
I will see
Hopefully.
it. I will.
So.
Yeah, see, we got a doubting Angel Sky here, Sean. I don't know. What do you think with that?
I think there's a bit more incentive.
I think he said a lot about different projects, and then he just
I got more incentive
doesn't do
now. I got more incentive.
How long have you had that Defiant model?
I wanted to pay $200 to get all the rest of the parts.
How long have you had it?
Parts. Yeah, and I got to save up for the friggin' parts.
Okay.
Because Green Strawberry makes the shuttle bay,
Just saying.
the nacelle kit, because they're not clear nacelles. You got to paint them.
Right.
Just saying.
I was given that model.
I know.
Yeah.
How long ago?
Yeah, when I got it on the trip. My grandmother died.
2 years ago.
Yeah.
Has it been that long?
Before the pandemic.
Plandemic? Yeah. Why did you call it the plandemic? Don't tell me you're turning into one of these. Okay.
No.
Yeah. I like this. I'm sowing the seeds of disruption here.
No, I'm going to do the scratch build before I do that one.
Why don't you do them in order?
Because all the parts that I want for to doing it right, not just like slapping it together.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
This model, I had the previous version in the 90s. This one doesn't even come with a coloring guide.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
The previous version I got of that model came with the paints, the coloring guide. I do have a decal sheet still, but no. It's not even a paint color guide.
Wow.
Yeah. Roll your own. So I've been asking the people in the modeling group too what they use for theirs. And yeah. But no, I've been seeing people like Bill Krause who does amazing work, and I want to at least build one ship myself. And now we have like a sheet of like polystyrene that you can heat form and everything like that. And I got a few other parts. I got some model train lights now.
Look at this guy. Look, he knows the treat bag, and he's like, I'm going to have me a donut.
Mm-hmm.
Do.
Trying to think, there was something else we watched as well.
Man, I've been binging my ass off on Letterkenny. That show, and you were right, it gets so much raunchier in the later seasons. Oh.
Have you got to do the hot tub party yet?
Yes.
The farting contest.
Oh my God. I'm up at season 8 now.
I saw that part. I was like, they're going to have to get out and drain that tub soon.
Oh, big time.
Oh, God. Some of the stuff.
Big time. And the McMurrays are into the lifestyle. I enjoyed that.
But she's so filthy sounding, too. They thought, they're talking about how he talks and how abrasive he is and that, but she's just as bad.
Oh, Mrs. McMurray is
Mrs.
awful.
McMurray, too, was like, man. And
Yeah.
I kind of know people like that.
Yeah.
That's the worst
do.
part.
Yeah.
Best part and the worst part.
I'm really impressed with Jared Kiso, like
Yeah.
the character Wayne and the creator of the show.
Yeah.
We talked about it before. I definitely think he could pull off Wolverine in the MCU. Without a doubt, I think he could do it.
What was I watching? We watched the Doctor Who.
Oh right, yeah, the
new Doctor Who came out.
Doctor Who season premiere.
Yeah,
what'd you think?
not bad. I didn't mind
okay.
it.
It was okay. Yeah,
For getting one out of the park to
So what do you think is happening? Like, the TARDIS is all inside out. Like, it's acting very strange. What do you think's happening there? Do you think that's something to do with the flux?
Could be.
Maybe.
I'm thinking.
I don't know.
It's gotten contaminated.
Yeah. Yeah. Because, like, there's doors all over the place on the inside of the TARDIS now, and I'm like, oh, this is different. But, yeah, no, it's interesting. We're going to see what's going to happen here now. That new villain they got is kind of scary looking.
Yeah.
The dude with the crystal skull.
Yeah, who was being held down for all eternity.
All eternity, yeah. Yeah, must be a pretty bad guy.
Him and his sister now are free or something.
Yep. Yep.
Look at this one.
What a friggin'
Nom, nom.
donut monster.
He is a donut monster. Usually we get Timbits, but they gave us donuts this time.
Where's mine?
You gonna give Jeff a kiss? Give Jeff a kiss.
Where?
Give Jeff a
Give me a
kiss.
kiss.
Give me a
No,
kiss.
you
No.
gotta give me a kiss.
Give me a kiss.
Come on.
Give him.
There we go. He just like touches my cheek.
Yeah.
Just enough to call it a kiss.
Yeah. Give me a kiss.
And there it goes again.
There it goes again.
There's a roar right before it cuts
Yeah.
out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
I can hear it now.
something go.
Hi. Give Dad a kiss. Give Dad a kiss.
There we go.
Here. Say hi to everybody. I'm done.
Watch out for your tail. Law, his tail's right next to Law. Law.
The law.
Law. He's gonna he's gonna get that run over and then he's gonna go and I'm gonna go
No, he's all good again. There you go.
Big
I'm
dog.
done. Is that kind of
Yeah,
like
I'm not sure what else. Like I said, I was trying to get caught up on Doom Patrol this week and I failed.
We watched this week's episode. It's been good.
Yeah, Doom Patrol. Well, I mean,
It's
it's been solid right from the get go.
It's well written, but it's like it's
empty.
different the way
Yeah.
the stories go and stuff like
Yeah.
that.
empty now.
I find this season is much more
empty now.
psychological.
Yeah, and there's a lot more like dealing with personal issues.
Yeah.
Are you a Tim Hortons duck now?
Oh, for
And,
God's
and
sake!
you haven't seen it yet, but Brendan Fraser does make a full.
Oh, yeah, no, I've seen it.
You've seen that episode?
Yep.
Oh, he's that kind of like guy that he's so used to. He just goes flick, and like the beer bottle cap goes off. He's like, yeah, I can see that part of you being. But like this episode that we saw, not going to ruin anything except for you learn more about why Cliff's behavior has been like it's been.
Okay.
It's not what you think.
Okay.
Yeah, it's actually kind of systemic of like what he's been doing lately. So yeah, it's great.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a good episode this week.
All right, I'm gonna have to finish. So so the episode with Brendan Fraser in it.
Yeah.
How far? Like I just finished.
That's like the previous one.
So it's only about like a week. I got it.
I think
Okay.
you're only a week or two behind.
Okay. And you said Stargirl's season finale was this past week.
Yeah.
Okay. So I
It was a good
on
one.
that. Yeah. Yep.
And they allude to other stuff,
Well, of course.
but it's like it's good as like, I know what's happening, because like I was all about that series. in the 80s.
Oh, Stargirl is just such a good. Well, I mean, you're talking about the comics too.
Yeah.
But the show is amazing. Well, see, that's what you get for tormenting the
I
dog.
found out.
Yeah. You effed around and you found out, didn't you?
Torment
I got
that
no
boy.
tots and prayers.
He just wants to play.
Yeah, well, we got 10 minutes left of the show, so go lie down, Toby.
I'll tell you later because I don't want the public to know yet. But I found
Okay.
out there's another vendor in town that sells Masters of the Universe figures, and it's not ones that are sold at Walmart.
Really?
Yeah.
Have you seen the new trailer?
For the new second half?
Revelation?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She has a different outfit. Evelyn does.
Yeah.
Wait, okay, so we saw the first trailer last week. Is that the same one?
She has like a bat
Bat style.
style like helmet.
supposed to be
Wait, no,
from
okay,
Sorceress.
so wait, is this a second trailer?
Maybe.
Because I've only seen one.
Oh no, there's two. There is two of
Then
them.
I haven't seen the second one.
Yeah, the second one. Yeah, Evelyn has like this. It's almost like a bat, like
It's
helmet
like a bat
type
instead of
thing.
The Falcon for the sorceress.
Oh,
She's
I
the
like it.
sorceress.
She's
of
like
this
the new
movie.
She's the
sorceress.
sorceress,
Yeah.
yeah.
It's like a bat, like helmet type thing. I was like, I looked at it. I was like, ooh, look at that.
And the trailer even alluding to an ability He-Man's had and not fessed up about.
Oh.
Yeah.
Because I know we see like a Savage He-Man in the first trailer.
Yeah, but no, they also, like, you don't see the part where it's like, that's a funny thing, the sword's just like a blah, blah,
It's a
blah.
conduit.
Yeah.
That's it. He's
Yeah.
he's the source of the power.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I saw that. I saw that trailer.
And there was another trailer because we watched a couple of these compilations. And it was a series. Oh, and they showed the trailer for. We saw the trailer for. We haven't even watched it yet. The Riverdale. They've got the arc now with Sabrina.
With Sabrina over in it. Yeah.
Yeah, and they showed one of the new parts of it. It was like they kind of had some things there where it's definitely her, and it's definitely from the show Sabrina. But there's other things that play, newer things.
Interesting.
Yeah, have you seen that trailer?
No.
Oh, it's
No.
very.
I haven't watched Riverdale since season 2, so I'm not up to date on that one at all.
This one's very much they're showing that Sabrina's here to play now.
Okay. Okay. Well, I mean, you predicted it. You flat out said Sabrina's going to move over to Riverdale, and it was
Yeah.
can confirm.
Because why bother with the whole show when you can just
Move her over there, give her a story arc.
show, yeah.
Yep.
It's Greg Berlanti. They do it all the time over at their DC stuff.
Yeah, true enough. That's true enough.
Those too.
Talking about He-Man though, real quick, I was up to Walmart this afternoon, and the new toys,
Yeah, the second wave
from from the new series that
the second wave is out now. Of those, I think already. The cartoon.
the cartoon,
Yeah,
the
Netflix-
shitty
kids
cartoon,
one, yeah.
yeah,
The kids.
the kids one, yeah.
Yeah,
Man,
I've seen there's some fresh ones. The figures are nice.
they're not. They're awful. man.
No, the build quality is nice. Is what I'm
The
saying.
build quality's not bad.
But they're stylized. My only problem is they're stylized after that design.
Yeah, they're awful.
Like I like the vacuum forming that's on them and the foil and all that, the electroplating and the shininess. Like that's built really nice. But like the actual, I don't like the design aesthetic of the cartoon.
No.
I don't like it. It's too chunky and Rescue Heroes for me.
Yeah.
It's very much for like
It's like
preschool,
Rescue Heroes of the
grade
universe.
2.
Yeah.
It's like preschool. Well, I mean, that's who's really meant for.
That's who it's meant for. It's
And
it's
that's
Gateway
perfectly
He-Man.
fine. That's what I mean. It's perfectly fine. But those they already have a second wave. I'm pretty sure.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think that's part of their second wave or something because stuff that's already. I think that was supposed to launch the same time as there's another wave of the figures coming out now for the classics because
Right.
they just re-released some of the first wave because I managed to grab that Skeletor. There.
Right.
He was actually part of the first wave. They're re-releasing figures and people are getting screwed over on because they've been getting scalped a bit.
Yeah.
And COVID's kind of
that line of figures, does it have more articulation than the original 80s one? Okay.
Yes, because I have Skeletor there, and elbows, wrists, ankles, knees, hips, waist, all that stuff. Head pivots, like on a ball joint.
Nice.
And he comes with his
Damn
own
it.
purple sword and his staff. I sat down and made like a little kid.
You mean to tell me Skeletor's got a purple sword?
Yes, you do. Yes, he do. But yeah, no, and even his like outfit harness is built like the old toy, like with the hook in the back.
Nice.
It looks like what they did with the classics versus some of the other ones like Ghostbusters toys, and they did that too, a little bit, but not as much as. The articulation's improved and everything like that, but they didn't forget what was good about it because they're still the same size as an MOTU standard.
Yeah.
And then, because Ghostbusters ones, they fixed the proton pack guns. That's all they did with those reissues. But some of them, the Toy Biz ones, were just straight reissues.
Right, yeah.
But no, these classics are, the articulations are, but they do still have that molded like little point that he has on one side and the other. They still like those little like.
Oh, wow. Whatever that roar is, man, it's getting
Yeah.
louder. You can even see it over here on the
amp.
on the
It's
Chumma bit
amp.
again.
It's having problems.
Wow,
managing
I don't
its
know what
power.
that is,
There's
but-
a capacitor or something going.
Yeah, it's definitely something not working right here.
But no, they're not bad.
Yeah, it's kind of funny to me because I know that they're the same scale as the original '80s figures, but you look at them now and you're like, wow, that looks so small. But back in the day, they look so big. I don't know. It's just like
And
We were a lot smaller, Jeff.
we were a lot
Yes, I
smaller.
remember.
Yeah,
I remember they were huge. Yeah, to me.
yeah. But even like I was when I saw you had that Skeletor, I was like, I really want to go up and get that Skeletor right now. But then I thought about it and I'm like, back in the '80s, this was like $3.
Yeah.
How much did you pay for it? Just out of curiosity.
I got him a loaf of bread and I used it 20, and I had change left.
You used it. I thought there was like $32.99.
None
No.
of them.
Oh.
He's just a figure. The figures that are just they're regular classics. See, some of these are just
Some of them are
regular
not so
classics.
expensive.
Okay.
Also because some of them are the regular classics line, like a Retrospector or whatever his name is. I watch on YouTube. Like some of these are right now Walmart exclusives, but some of these are just the reissues. Some of the classics that have been out for
Right.
a few years. So Skeletor is actually fairly cheap.
I know they've got a U.S. agent up there for Marvel Legends from Falcon and the
Yes.
Winter
Yeah,
Soldier,
we've seen
and
that.
I
Yes, we
want to
saw
get that, but it's like $36.94.
Yeah, some
Yeah.
of the stuff is overpriced.
Overpriced, like you wouldn't
But
believe.
Now some of them are like Cringer's $30. You can buy
Well,
like
yeah,
Battle Cat.
yeah.
Like the whole Battle Cat's $30, and they also have up there, the Prince Adam with the Skyflyer thing.
I saw that today.
I
Yeah.
saw that. I was like, oh, I wish I had the money because that's actually not a bad price, and I
Yeah.
have a Prince Adam
Yeah.
along with it, which is
For some reason, I thought they were more expensive, but I mean, if that's what you paid for it, that's a really good price.
The MOTU one, they're trying to make them a bit more appealing in price than that, I guess, too, because they're trying to show the line selling, because they have to actually, Mattel has to go to Universal in 2 years and actually negotiate the license back because they don't have the license in 2 years.
Right.
They're actually going to be a third party.
Right.
Because all the rights for MOTU falls to Universal.
Yeah.
Through Classic Media.
But
Yeah.
see, they're not marketing these toys towards children.
No,
Get
they're,
it- get
they're
it to
the
the
adult.
mic.
They're the adult collector.
They're not marketing these to children. They're
No.
marketing them to us.
Oh, absolutely.
With our adult money.
Absolutely. What adult money?
With the adult
I don't
spending power.
I don't have an OnlyFans. What adult money are you talking about?
No, like
My feet's all shaved up and looking all pretty and
But
stepping
yeah,
on
no,
cream
like,
corn for $20 a picture.
I have no spending power whatsoever.
But realistically, it's not marketed towards parents buying them for kids.
No.
It's marketed for adults buying them for themselves.
Yes.
Or adults going, oh, look at this. Let's
Yeah.
buy that for Johnny because, I used to play with it when I was young.
Yeah.
Not, and yeah. But more likely it's for us adult collectors
Yes.
to buy.
Without a doubt.
Yeah.
Yes.
Especially the premium stuff, like the
Yeah.
like McFarlane toys
Oh,
or Diamond Select. They are
Yeah.
not for
No.
kids.
I'm kind of glad they lost the Star Trek license. Playmates got it back.
Yes, they did, didn't they? Yeah. Yeah.
I saw.
Whoa! What the hell was that?
It's,
But
this microphone is not working right. It's the
No.
microphone. It's the microphone.
Well, it's a good thing we only got like 2 minutes left. So
Yeah, but I'll tell you off the air where the other place is, and it's not that far from the other place, and they have them.
Oh, I think I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah. I visit there frequently myself. Yeah.
Because they have a toy section.
Yes, they do. Yeah. They have some good toys there too.
Yeah.
Collectibles.
I bought one of the
Collectibles. Let's not refer to them as toys anymore.
they're toys.
I don't know, but they got G.I. Joe sized DC figures now. They're 3 3/4 inch and fully
Yes.
articulated, and I got a Batman from there.
Nice.
And yeah,
Everything
he's
could be a
nice.
toy, Jeff.
If you're brave enough.
That's right.
Yeah, Abraham Lincoln.
Angela gets in on the dirty jokes.
just-
Oh yeah.
Everything could be a toy, Jeff.
Oh my.
But yeah, I've seen the 3 3/4 DC figures, and I'm like, these are pretty sweet looking. Like
Yeah,
they're
we
really
didn't have
nice.
them like that when we were a kid. Like I always wanted that. I was like, I like superpowers, but I looked at superpowers when I was kids. Like, why can't we have them built like a G.I.
G.I. Joe.
or like Batman, like fights with kung fu and all that stuff, right?
Yeah.
And this Batman does because he's all posable, and I have him fighting Chun Li because I have a G.I. Joe Chun Li figure. From
Oh, cool.
The late '80s, early '90s.
Okay, cool. All right, that's it for us for this
Yep.
week, folks. We got about a minute and 10 seconds left, but we're going to call it a little bit early here because I just want to remind everybody that this week is Remembrance Week for our fallen heroes and our current service personnel in Canada and the UK. So
November 11th.
show your pride and show your respect for these fine
Take a moment.
gentlemen and ladies. And
On the 11th.
On the 11th.
At 11.
At 11. I'm not sure if there is going to be a parade this year. I haven't heard.
I don't know. Are they doing anything at Remembrance Square this year?
I don't know. I haven't heard a thing. See, and I don't know if because
I'm
the
sure they'll put it
protocols are
out at
lifted.
some point this
Oh,
week.
without a doubt. Without a
Yeah.
doubt, we'll hear something.
So if there is something, then come out to it if you're allowed to. But if not, then just remember.
Remember
at home.
them in your own way. I mean, it's just a matter of stopping for 2 minutes at 11 o'clock and taking a moment to
I'm not
reflect.
gonna lie. I may still be in bed.
I maybe as well. I'm not going to lie either. Even
I
though
will,
I'm,
either that I will have a moment of silence while I sleep.
yeah, even though I
Sorry.
formerly wore a uniform.
You're not silent when you sleep.
You're not either.
Nope.
You know what? I'm glad somebody else besides me knows that you're not silent when you sleep because you do snore. I know
You
make,
snore more.
I know you make fun of me.
You snore a lot more.
Yeah.
I started dozing off for my nap. and you
Okay,
woke me back up.
sorry, I got to cut you off, Sean. We are 6 seconds over, so we'll be back next week. Same geek time, same geek channel. Say goodnight, geeks.
Good night.